This just lets you go into VR. We already have a place for that, so I don't know what would be special here. Yeah, it's wild they don't let you skip these though. These videos. I guess they just thought it was that immersive, man. It absolutely kills like any patience you'd have for the game. But anyways, yeah, those are the clues. I don't know. At least to my knowledge. I mean, unless there's something else going on. I don't have much else to peek at. Patent number, does this matter? You'd imagine somewhere, but... P2X2... Trying to think how we could turn that into like a nickels and dimes thing. So the date, you could say it's 1 penny, 5, you know, a nickel. Well, the 11 doesn't make sense. So this is 2 pennies, but then I mean, what's the X and the 2? Maybe you only care about like these numbers, but that's like really arbitrary. It's kind of just here though. God, in this like 15-second music loop, man. The stuff of nightmares. I don't think the lampshade had anything to do with it. Like I said, it shows 235, but I mean, if you were to rotate the 12 up, it'd be closer to 335, but I mean, or 340. But it wouldn't even make it there, so. And we tried all those combos. Unless there's something we were missing with the Egyptian and military time. You know, many other ways it would go. I mean, I tried 140, I tried... Maybe 130. Did I try 130? Yeah, I did. Pretty sure. I tried 340 and 130. Dang. Now I'm misremembering. Did go back and check the VOD, but... Ooh-wee. Good God. Rainstorm. For sure. On this one. Ed Dakota. What numbers would I even do here, man? Got like some money somewhere? I think I took a picture of the plaque. Yeah. P2. It's just not really enough. I don't know if the patent number would actually be useful here. It seemed like it. There's like a 0.5 on there. I mean, I don't know, man. If you look, this doesn't even make sense. If you were to look at the date of the patent awarded, 010511, and then like count the letters in the patent award to Covington Woolford, it'd be like P and D. Well then, I mean, what's the last one then? Doesn't even count everything. And we've already tried penny, nickel, dime. Doesn't make much sense. I mean, yeah, like technically there's like a pattern there, or like something there, but what's up, Ripper? Sorry to say, your game's mind-numbingly boring, man. But it's also funny sometimes. We already tried this. Can't even try a lot of options quickly here. They don't let you skip cutscenes. How was the stream yesterday, man? I I mean, it's got Christopher Walken. That's good enough for me. Oh yeah. This is a game I tell myself, oh, I'll do a big stream, and I feel like I need to take a fucking break from it. Well, like I said, it's open ideas. The fun stuff in this is the cutscenes, so I'm willing to do like some community puzzle shit here. As long as you just outright don't know the answer. Because we've been going slow already, slow and stubborn on these. It'd probably just be for the best to try to have a bit more fun with it and move on. Don't know how much of a stretch they're willing to do. The puzzles where you just have everything right in front of you, it's too bad, but some of these, I don't know. If we could just jump between the information quicker, man, it'd be alright, but these mind-numbing walks that really kill it. I don't know how many different ways you could read this. Not even like a Q in here, I don't think. Maybe we'll just look one of these up. Get moving. These fucking things are putting me to sleep. I don't think anybody has any idea. I know I don't. Like, unless there's some kind of info we're missing, but I really doubt it, man. Dum, 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 dum. Think about it for a little bit more, but I mean, I assume this has to be set to what we saw up top, but like, would it not be? And why wouldn't it be? Because I tried 130, I'm pretty sure. Well, I gotta... You can just do these by holding them. Did you look this up or something? Oh, in the next game. It was already finished a game today, man. Really hard, and then what? It's gonna go back to easy, think? Ooh, what other things would there even be on this, man? Unless something's just off here. No, yeah. The grandfather's paradox, man. Holy. Wait, what? So I took a peek at this one real quick. So this is supposed to be a cuckoo clock, which is supposed to fucking represent Germany? Is that like a really well-known German thing with fucking clocks? I can't say when I like this clock made me think of Germany, dude. Like, but that's what they're going for. Not that it looks just like the one upstairs. That would not be the first thing I think almost anybody would go for on this puzzle. A giant pyramid? Sure. US Army? Sure. This? No. So it's supposed to be German. Well, let me try to figure it out from here, though. Nobody would got this. Nobody. Nobody was thinking about this at all, man. These puzzles. I wonder everybody hated this game, dude. Well, it was 230, right? But 230 was what? What's the base? Greenwich or whatever? GM was it? GM? I don't remember the Glockenspiel. I don't know, man. I just thought this was supposed to be what we set the time from upstairs to, and then maybe there was like some kind of like visual shift. I do not think of cuckoo clocks as German. Not an ounce, not a bit. There's nothing even in this game that would fucking make you think that. So you just kind of have to automatically assume. Well, let's assume it's 2:30 like New York time, just cause. Let me convert these over. Assume it's 2:30 p.m. too, cause we're probably gonna have to. Or 2:35, excuse me. 2:35 p.m. to Egyptian. Should have already done this earlier, right? 9:35. So that's the thing. I just literally would never know that. I don't think about the cuckoo clocks, where they're from, at all. You can't just do fucking puzzles like that, man. It's one thing if it's a massive landmark that's almost common knowledge, but you can't just do fucking the cuckoo. This I guess it does look like a cuckoo clock. Maybe if the thing was coming out, but then even then I wouldn't know, right? I would probably, if I was here for hours, just test this until I got something. god. Well, at least I don't have to feel bad about that one. Like literally just knowledge I don't have. Outside of trial and error, this game does not teach you that anywhere in here. If there was like a little something that like a book on the clocks or something. I think they're a little off. I just did 8:35. Egypt's like, get him in. I guess they're one apart. Wow. That was special. Okay, well. The only info we have left that I know of is the plaque and the pennies upstairs and shit. Let's go put this tube in just in case. Close out all this. I don't want to give these a fair shake, which I think we've already given this plenty of a shake. We've been here for hours. Like I said, if you guys think you know, by all means, go for it. As long as you didn't look up the answer. Trying to keep this one moving. So, feel free if it's one of those rare times where I'm okay with everybody throwing in if you want. Because this, the funny bit in this is definitely the cutscenes, so probably more fun to work through this as a group. If it was something that was supposed to be like renowned for its puzzles or something, maybe I'd go crazy. I don't usually like looking shit up, but everybody hated this game, so I think it's all good. Because there's a high chance they're all bullshit, right? Since it's not regarded very well. We got other games to get through during the marathon, man. I'll give them a fair shake, of course. Alright, let's replace this one. So we need one more. Meiji Cuckoo Coco. Made me fucking jump out of my window, man. One-story window. God, everything's so slow. God, the music too. I'll sit in front of a fucking La Milana puzzle for like 12 hours. I can barely stomach a fucking hour one of these, man. It's just the fucking movement, the music, the level of bullshit. Like, I'm just trying to get back to the upstairs. Yeah, soak that atmosphere. It's really quite the soak. It's like soaking in a fucking acid bath. Yeah, this one rides the line, man. It's so bad it's good in a lot of ways, but it's also just fucking bad, man. Like, bad. We'll see if this one extends the event. The idea was that anything that's not so bad it's good will extend the length of the event by, but this one's been on the line. It depends on how much we gotta get caught up in the bullshit here. Well, I assume this patent number is or something on here is gonna tell us what coins to put in the thing. 0, 1, 0, 5, and then 11. Like, could be 20. I think it's 2011 right now in the game. But it's not gonna help me make the coins or anything work better. I was thinking of looking at those like in reverse. And that wouldn't really work. Oh, unless the cents and the point, oh, was it 0.75? Is that what it was? I have a picture of that same plaque right here. I just want to like go look at it so you guys can see it. It was P2X255127.5A. 5A, 0.5. I was like, maybe that's the cents, right? But 0.5. You could just do 2 quarters. Easier for Ripper, yeah. Blame this game on him. Blame it all on him. It's like usually with cents it'd be like, you know, the point, right? Like 750, 7.5, but what is 0.5A? The A like 1, the alphabet again? Don't spoil me too much, good. That sounds juicy, man. Now you're getting me excited. Play him. Thou musteth. I could do 1, 5, 1, 1. I think I've already tried that though. Get your head in the Ripper game, Godo. Come on. Leaving us hanging, bro. So I just don't know if this plaque is actually what we're after. It might have nothing to do with this, but there's very little other information in the whole fucking building. It would just be odd to go 0, 1, 0, 5 and then just 1, 1. Because there's no zeros. It's so slow too. Can't even test ideas without minutes of your life disappearing. Nope. Hell Dakota. P2, X2, 5. Hmm. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Let me get it on screen. I just don't know if this is actually relevant info. It might not be. The only other option would be that you could solve it right fucking here. There's like some kind of money value, just makes sense. I don't think there's any money around here. If there was, that'd make it easier. But there's so little we can interact with that I'd be just shocked. The plaque had nothing to do with it. His brother's name is Covington. Was his name Hamilton? I just don't see much other info in this whole place. Unless you see something from like above or some shit. Well, at least this game taught me something about cuckoo clocks. That's something we got. That's good. I'm real happy about that. It's good. It's good. Or maybe something on his machine? Jamson. FJC. Nine 5 8 13 6
Virtual Dynamics Operating System.
Exit cyberspace. Virtual Herald.
I assume some of these are like devs.
Virtual library.
We're gonna go to any of these in the future? They're just here, man.
Exit cyberspace.
That did very little for me. I was hoping to maybe, if I paid attention, find a little something just for that guy. It's been riveting to watch, man. Riveting stuff here. Christ. Alright, well, I do not see any other info in the house other than the patent. So, maybe it's got some moon logic to it. Just, it's arcane. What we could do with like sense. Relation to that. Don't know. So what do you mean there? I can't Google it. But yeah, maybe there's a number within there that we can work with. I just need to theoretically turn something on that plaque into cents. I was thinking maybe like count pennies, like ends, nickels, dimes. It'd be like 2 nickels. There's not even any P's on Covington, Wolford. I mean, there's a P on pat number. You could say penny. Let's just start with that, just so there's something happening. That's a pat for Audio. You think they're giving us info? Very limited info. On P, let's assume 25. So if this worked, it wouldn't make sense because then you do 5 and then 1. So this isn't gonna work. It might not have anything to do with this patent number or the patent award time. It's just the only thing you can examine in the whole place. Unless this money thing is supposed to make sense on its own. Unless I'm supposed to do like actual like math here. Should be odd, but 2 times 255,127.5. Alright, that gives us something. I might be able to work with. 5. So the number we got from doing that was 510,255. Which probably is the right answer at this point, because that's like right on. You can do 5, 10, 25, 5. The problem is, what does the P and the A mean? I don't know. Those are just like there to fuck with you. There's so many things you could test other than this, man. That's the problem with this game, is like there's just so many things. Either you need like pre-knowledge of something, which is usually not good in these kinds of games. Like the cuckoo clock. I would say it's not common knowledge. You're not gonna just ask anyone on the street and be like, hey, is this a fucking... Even if you ask them where the cuckoo clock from, I mean, you might not. But just sitting next to each other without the cuckoo thing coming out, I don't know. Just bizarre. This is like, you just have to test a bunch of shit. If this is right. This feels like it's right. Okay. Not anymore, yeah. Maybe in the mid-90s? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, what I did here is just look at the bottom right of the image on the screen. on your guys' screen. You do that number times 2, you assume the x is multiplication, and then the 2 is how many times you have to times it, and then you ignore the p and the a. I don't know what the fuck that's for. Who knows? So that's what's fucked, is like you're supposed to think about the x, but then ignore the p and the a. And then you times it and it just equals 510,255, and you have to just assume that you just split that into nickels and dimes and quarters. And the problem with that is like you can get there eventually. Yeah, true enough, Bruce. It's like the problem is you can get there eventually, but that is not the first thing you'd be thinking of on that plaque. There's zeros and fives and shit everywhere. It's just pure trial and error until like maybe you get like a thing. There's not like any guiding force, or if the P and the A wasn't on there, it was just like 2 and the X maybe. At least I got that one, man. At least we got that one. It took a bit, but the thing is there's like no other info than the plaque, so. Jesus, man. Yeah, I wonder why people didn't like this game, dude. I don't know, man. I don't even know if in the mid-90s if the cuckoo clock would have been the first thing. You're thinking Germany first thing. Because the problem is they give you a time at in the second floor. And you don't even know what that time is. You just have to assume it's New York time or some shit, right? So when you come back down, you see a very similar clock. You figure, oh, you just have to put that in and then adjust the other two. Not that the top is New York time, and then you fucking make adjustments. I mean, even then you have to make adjustments, assuming it's New York time, even if it wasn't Germany. And there's just a lot of weird assumptions you have to make, but it's fine to make a few assumptions, but Jesus, dude. Oh god, at least we're about out of here. It's one more puzzle we haven't figured out, assuming I can even do it right now. Yeah, life before internet, man, that's... People hardwired in way earlier nowadays. And then it's a common part of life after that. True from all generations going forwards. I mean, maybe there's a time where the internet will explode somehow. I feel like it's such a monumental, huge thing in society. I don't see it just disappearing. Vulcan. Yeah, I watch Jeopardy. I still watch it if it's on at like my parents' house or something. Although I don't know who they switched out the host with. I haven't watched since the new host. I watched like one or two episodes when they had like the guest hosts after what's his name died. I like Jeopardy. I mean, I wouldn't sit down and watch it just for shits, but it was on when we were eating. That was back when my mom just would have TV on when we came home from school. What was that supposed to be? Vulcan. Yeah, Alec. Why can't I think of his last name? My mind is fucked right now. This game's fucked me. Alex Trebek. I was gonna say like Winback. I know Winback, but that's because we have a game on the list called Winback. Yep. Well, he was a beast. I mean, I liked watching game shows. I would watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire a bit. Jeopardy. I always liked The Price is Right. But you'd only get to watch that if you stayed home from school. Not yet. That's a backup game.
You snoop around too much. For your own good. I'm more dangerous than I look. I warn you.
What is Vulcan? Maybe when we go in here we'll find out.
Exit cyberspace.
I mean, his brother apparently made virtual worlds, so... Oh, God.
Wofford Well.
Here we go.
This is really strange. Books, pictures, and references to Victorian England. The old man must have been constructing a virtual Victorian environment at the time of his murder. But why? Apparently, the Woffords did most of their notional modeling in this well. The virtual tools of the trade were apparent. But what caught my eye was the scale model of a virtual city that was stored here. A scale model for what looks like a Victorian city. A scale model for what looks like a Victorian city. Apparently, the Woffords did most of their notional modeling in this well. The virtual tools of the trade were apparent.
Lawnmower man?
What caught my
Lawnmower
eye was
man?
the scale model of a virtual city that was stored here.
Are these clues supposed to be helping me right
Apparently,
now?
the Woffords did most of their notional modeling. This is really strange. Books, pictures, and references to
And you
Victorian
can't skip the
England.
dialogue without leaving the
The old
room.
man must have been constructing a virtual Victorian environment at the time of his murder.
Yeah, is that a movie or something? I
Why?
haven't seen that. The Lawnmower Man. Oh, Pierce Brosnan. Now we're talking. Maybe I'll watch that at some point. I like me some Pierce. Maybe that's all we wanted? To look at it? Maybe we talk to the guy now? Why can't I just talk to him from here? Is it? Yeah, I've been meaning to do some so big movies. Maybe if I need a break one of these days from some particularly fucked ones like this, we'll watch The Room. And I usually like to tie some movies into each event, but like I'd like to watch The Room and like the Mario Bros movie and shit. But, I don't know. I'm just going
Snoop around.
going hand on the games right now. What's even the point of this? We learned about the Victorian era. I mean, this must just be a flag or something. Let's go try to solve her puzzle. I really feel like I already got her puzzle figured out. There's just something weird about it. Like maybe the gems you use. So the idea is that you would see her birth date, know her zodiac sign, and then redraw her zodiac sign, which would be the piece. He says, I don't know how you say it. Which would be 12. But I've tried that and it didn't work. So either I have to draw it differently, I have to draw it with different stones and different parts, which I would have no idea, or it's just fucked. I have a picture of this as well. I took these pictures. I'm gonna go with 12. I've already tried this once, but I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. But auto put this here. It said let the crystal's light get like the crystal's light guide you, which doesn't make any sense if the crystals have no light going through them here. The light of the table doesn't seem to matter. I don't know. Well, anyways, let's try some shit. Try that. Can you rotate these? No. I've already tried this before, using the one they auto put down, but maybe you're supposed to make like a longer thing? Maybe that's like the center? Would be so jank, man. Now, assuming this goes like this. And that doesn't work. How can I fix this? I mean, I can move everything up one. Do I actually draw the lines or do I just draw the points? Might just be the points? I don't know, dude. I mean, I've already tried this shit too. Let's assume it's just the point. And that it doesn't matter which of these I use? I'm gonna end them with the greens, because why not? This is so jank, man, if this even works. Well, they auto put this one down, so I feel like that's not gonna work. could show you what I'm trying to actually draw here. This. Assuming this down here is actually the beginning. Nice if it wasn't at an angle, makes it even harder. And what if we assume these are both on the same line? Unless this is super spread out and it's supposed to be like the entire fucking board, but assuming this is the starting place down here, I mean, nothing you could really do on the left too far. Yeah, they're just fucking ridiculous. It's like, sure, by the end you might understand, but there's such a wide range of options. And this is me just assuming you have to draw this. Which could be an execution problem. It could be that they want you to imagine the lines. It could be they want you to fill in the lines. I mean, there's no fucking telling, man. Let's try filling in the lines, maybe. I don't even know where you'd fill them in. There's diagonals, man. Like, does it matter which ones I actually use? Yeah, the puzzles are atrocious. I imagine that and the sheer time it takes to move around has to be the main reason people hated this. Because, I mean, the FMVs, they're not anything, like, much worse than you'd see at the time. I mean, we'll see how the story ends up being, but I mean, they're funny. They got celebrities. I don't see why that would suck for people back then, but good god, dude, the rest of this. Mind-numbing. Maybe they're supposed to be like this close together? I guess that would make sense. Supposed to be some space between them though, man. I don't know. I don't know if this is right. It might not even be right, man. But It could be that certain stones are needed as well. Hell if I know. I mean, I should have the date right. He gave her a card. November 25th, 2040. And then you guys can see the chart there. I don't even need to check it. You can't go over there and see the crystals for some reason. Her letter said to let the crystal's light guide you. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what these corners are. I don't know if like light's supposed to go through the crystals at some point. I wouldn't even know where you start. I assume it has to start here. But maybe the shape of some of these matters? There's not a whole lot of weird shapes in this. They're all kind of like horizontal. I had to space this out really far, I guess. Doesn't it? This one is auto put in here, so it doesn't explain that. Unless like you do it sideways, man, that would be some horse shit. You gotta like turn it. There's so many possibilities, right? Like that's the problem. Like good God. I mean, you'd assume with the 12 constellation, it would just start right here. And then you'd like make it go around and about. But maybe they want it to like fit the entire fucking board? Which, how would that even work? This one on the bottom would have no point. It was horizontal. You did it vertically. Maybe you could fit the middle one to like end here? Don't know. Oy. Oy, oy. I don't know if I'm on the right idea here. There's just like not a whole lot of other things you could do. But then again, I mean, we've seen some of the puzzles already. They're willing to do some pretty vague shit. But with this many options on a table, it's like, you think there'd be a more clear-cut solution, but... Oh, Jesus. I'm just looking at that 12, man. I mean, they auto put this one here, so that has to mean something. I mean, if we assume it is the constellation, then, like, what would this be? If this is, like, a point, if it has to be a point. I've already tried this. I mean, that looks pretty good, man. The other option would be you'd have to ignore this as the left point. Which you'd hope all of these, since they have like the 12, the way it's all justified and shit, that like it would match with this orientation. But if you had to like 90-degree rotate it, like... that'd be pretty special. It's too spread out. don't think this will cut it. It's way too fucked. I'm supposed to use all the pieces even? So we just don't know, man. Have to like turn it on? Turn like an on switch? Christ. Can't click the desk, you have to move, turn, move. I feel like I need a break. I don't think any more caffeine's gonna do the trick. Yeah. And there's a 29 in the back, but that doesn't really work with anything here. I mean, it makes too much sense for her birthday or whatever, and the star sign to be used, right? It's just, they match up. Why would those two clues be here in the room? And you'd assume the points on the, you know. Oh, excuse me. You assume the points on the grid would line up in some way, but it's just a little ghetto. Well, a lot of ghetto, but the only way I could think to like get this even more accurate is to make it larger, but where's the start point? What's the orientation on it, you know? Dude, auto throws that on there to like help you. If I turn the puzzle difficulty down, does it actually do anything this time? I think it... Okay, it threw two things on here now. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, let's assume that this is the bottom right of the 12, maybe? mean, it does have a grid on the on this photo. Let me blow that photo up. Oh, but the grid, you can't see the grid because of the planet has all of its gunk around it, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think anyways. This wouldn't even add up, dude. Like, if you counted this as the bottom, and then you did like a big diagonal, it'd be like a huge diagonal, man. This wouldn't even look halfway right. God, what if it was just like really fucked looking? That'd be so bad. And I'm assuming the stone color doesn't matter if this is even right. Might be totally off. This wouldn't work. They ought to put this one on, so. And it still has to line up with this at some point. Her birthday is still the same on easy, right? Yeah. Jesus, man. These puzzles. Ugh. And I'm still assuming I'm even maybe got the right idea, right? That there's no color that's necessary. That this piece is actually a thing. I mean, who knows, dude? Mm. It's just too far away. These are really far away, man. Do I have the wrong birthday? I shouldn't. I looked up zodiacs, man. That's another thing, is you have to know what the zodiac months and signs are. I mean, at least that's an easy search. It's outside knowledge, but at least you kind of know about like it's pretty common that zodiac signs and months. It's just the specifics you'd have to look up. We need a break though. Shit's for fucking hyper boring, man. Alright. Let's reset it again. Maybe it is just turned? I just don't know how that would work. Turned. What would be the top left? Because the thing is, 12. If this was the middle, like, it only has a little bit of space on the left and a lot on the right, so you'd have to be like, okay, well, yeah. Like, is it flipped? I don't think that would work. Like mirrored? Even if you mirrored it, not enough space on top. Unless it was mirrored in both directions. I mean, that's getting into some fucking extreme shit. Ooh, yeah. So we don't know her birthday, right? Which, I don't know about that. I mean, the very first puzzle in the game was us taking a broken cup and overlaying the parts. They didn't snap or anything, and you had to like click them in the right order, and it was really jank. So I mean, I could see them pulling off some like, oh, you have to draw this perfectly somehow, bullshit. Nope. And I don't know if the rotation here like would matter at all. I guess like bounce off maybe. Don't even make sense. A way to turn it on? I don't know. Maybe we should go talk to somebody else, man. Maybe something's changed at the police department.
Jesus, Quinlan, I'm talking.
I have to just flush that puzzle, man. I have to see what they're after. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I don't know, man. They might want a very finicky, specific drawing. And that's not really the part you'd want to be tested on, right? God, the agonizingly slow movement. Jesus.
Look.
I don't think anything's changing, man.
Still digging for dirt on.
People don't really update very often. Alright, let's check this out in the interest of moving on. Time. Pull up a guide, I suppose, real quick for this one. As much as I'd rather not, this game, I have zero respect for the puzzles. What do I do with the crystals? Form a constellation, see any dates around the constellation I was talking about. Okay, so it's exactly what I was doing. I just have to do it better, I guess. According to these fuckers, man. Christ. Can I just get like a picture? I don't think anybody's actually bothered to beat this game. We'll just have to do it better. This guy has some like rows and numbers, I guess. It doesn't say anything about using the right crystals or anything like that. Try plotting it on a grid first. Hey, fuck you. Row 1, column 3. Row 2, column 1. It's already looked totally wrong, but whatever. Let me put it back on screen so you guys know what we're trying to make. Row 3, columns. Oh, row 1, 3. Row 2, column 1. Row 3, 4. 8. Oh. Probably from the top, I'd imagine. Let's see. Row 1. Oh, I should all switch. Okay. Even with these instructions, man. Row 1, column 3. Well, I mean, you'd imagine things start here, but because it's the only piece that can't be moved, but then yeah, this makes sense. Starts from the top. I mean, that wouldn't help me on the actual puzzle. You don't look at fucking numbers or anything. It's just for this dude's guide because there's no picture. Okay. Row 3, columns 4, and 8. Row 4, 6. A hero? It would have been helpful if the stones did anything at all. This doesn't even look like the constellation yet, man. It doesn't help that the fucking constellation, like, is like at a fucking, like, angle. And the proportions, I don't think, match this very well. Like, these are almost all diagonals. Like, does this really go diagonally up in the picture? I guess a bit. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Yeah, the whole thing being twisted in the picture makes it really annoying. And that's assuming you even are you doing it right, because it might not even be this in the first place, and that the different stones don't mean anything, and that you have to use the entire thing and not just a little bit. It's just like Jesus, dude, it's so fucking jank. I guess maybe trace it with your eyes, yeah, I don't know. Because the grid doesn't actually go underneath the it disappears, right? When it's actually on the constellations. I guess it's something like that. Yeah, I think if there's like a little laser beam, you could at least like maybe make it look a little bit more accurate, but it's like I didn't even know if it was right in the first place. Huh? She only has 2 books in her room. Why the fuck would we need this to tell us where the books are? It's really just that easy. Holy Christ, man. Fucking Lord. I mean, really. I mean, these are some fucking, yeah, these are some fucking puzzles, dude. What am I supposed to do with these? Huh? What? Huh? Okay, there's a bookie. Hello? Are these? It was these books, right? Am I crazy? Are there other books? What exactly did we get? Oh, good. I guess I'll just do it again. Okay, I just checked it. The guy just said just to look at them. Just to look at them? Did a flag just open up somewhere? Do I have notes somewhere? Oh, what's going on? Is this me? Am I doing this? Okay, it just is bugged out. Cool. Got my AI2 quote here. Yeah, I'm gonna delete the AI2 quote because it's bugging out anyways. They said they would put info here, but I haven't seen shit. Database?
Salisbury. I wonder what that means.
I couldn't tell you, brother. Oh my god. How do they put out a game like this? Like these puzzles. Who the fuck would actually want to bother going through these when... Like, I'm all for some, like, stuff that gets the noggin moving, but a lot of this is just, like, so vague, man. And not fun to, like, trial and error through. Vague, slow. Even if you have the right idea, easily fucked. It's probably it feels like one of those games where, like, nobody play tested it. There's, like, one guy just made the puzzles, thought, hey, that sounds cute, and then didn't think about how annoying it would actually be to get there. Because, I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you're looking at something that you already know the answer to, how you got there, but not. It might be hard to imagine the actual process. What could go wrong if you're just like the only dude working on it? That was it? Did it just open some flags, man? I mean, really? Horoscope. Maybe there's a horoscope area in the VR. Let's see. Maybe just randomly opened a flag like that other one with the Vulcan. Jesus. I don't think there's been a good puzzle yet. Even the coffee mug one, which was really obvious, was still super jank. The best thing is just talking to people. Let me talk to people, no more puzzles, man. They're not the kind of puzzles
cyberspace.
you want to spend time on. They're not fun.
Catherine's Well.
Okay. Now I can just go here. Horoscope. Okay. Why couldn't I just go to this in the first place? You don't even know you can check these and need passwords for them, dude. Until you've already gotten the password.
I am Detective Vincent Magnotta
Jesus.
of the New York City Allied Police Force's Soho Corps. This is a restricted crime scene. You must leave the area immediately. This will be your only warning.
What the fuck? What is happening? So loud too. Am I dead? Huh? Huh? Easy combat, by the way. And why are they so loud? Off? Yeah, I'm trying. Whose health bar is who, man? I think maybe mine's the top left, his is the right? I see bigger explosions when I shoot. It doesn't even make sense. I guess you just keep working on, dude. I just block and wait for your shit to regen. Why is it so fucking loud? Is this Kino?
Catherine's notes on the Ripper case. My most important clue to learning what happened to her.
Okay. We did it. What the fuck? dip spicy mustard. Did he like make it himself? Or did somebody like pay him to put his face on it? Not what I expected. I mean, go get it, I guess. Fuck it. Get that mustard, baby. Game is fucked. Like, Jesus Christ, man. No wonder people said this was egregiously bad. Fucking lord, man. I don't even know how you get to this point in the dev process, man. Somebody made all these graphics and all these actors in here, and then they just were like, yeah, fuck the game part. Let's hope it worked out. Oh my god, a decryption key. Oh. Maybe I can go talk to people about it. There's no way I know decryption key. What was that one? There's no way they'd use it twice. What was it? We could try this twice for fun. Yeah, I was gonna try horoscope again. No. Jack. Salisbury didn't work. That's a good idea though. Let's go talk to other people. That's like all the puzzles I know of right now. Maybe some flags have been opened randomly without any warning. Any new places? No.
Watch yourself with Falconetti, kid.
Watch yourself with fucking Eddie, kid. Watch yourself. At least we're out of Puzzle Land, dude. My fucking brain. I mean, that was mind-numbingly boring.
How about a beer?
We'll get a drink.
Why don't you try this one? It's called Viper Pills. Goes down real smooth. It's got some bite. On the house. Just nail the ripper so that my customers can get drunk in public again, huh?
Okay. Cheers.
I like to imagine he's synced with the music. He's not quite there. There's probably plenty of spots, just not on that one section. Probably no bar left either after he's done. Let me pour it correctly. They just fucking dumps it. Oh God. God Jesus. Alright, well, nothing new here. Falcon Eddie Safe House. Well, that's new.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal.
Okay.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal.
Welcome to the future. The
Monitoring
future.
Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood
Locked.
pressure 120/70.
Damn. How am I supposed to open this?
Pulse 58. Respiration normal. Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal.
You must be Jake Quinlan.
Why couldn't I click him from the back?
How do you know who I
Just
am?
cutscene anyways.
Circus
Gambit
Maximus.
called ahead.
Blood pressure
That's strange.
120/70.
Burton usually sends Dr.
Pulse
Cable
58.
whenever she's in trouble.
Oh, news travels fast.
I guess.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus.
Busy using an app.
Blood pressure 120/70.
Tell me, Twig, is Eddie as good as his rep?
58.
Best I've ever seen, and I'm no amateur. He can deck for days.
Amateur?
straight and keep sharp.
Monitoring Talon 1.
No
Circus
paranoia,
Maximus.
no mental fatigue,
Get
no
back,
loss of
Hank.
rationality.
120/70.
Of course, it doesn't hurt to have someone like
Pulse
me
58.
cooking for us.
Respiration normal.
Cooking. You keep him drugged.
Hey, even an archangel like the Falcon needs medication. Extended decking,
120/70.
very hard on the dendrites, man.
Pulse 58.
And they took us.
Respiration normal.
Lots of sitting.
I could imagine.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70.
Where's Falcon Eddie?
Not a simple question. He's usually in two places at once.
Respiration normal.
Tell Burton and Cable they gotta beg in person for
Monitoring
Eddie's
Talon
head.
1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70.
Look, Twig, this is important.
Pulse 58.
One of my colleagues is in a coma. She was attacked by the Ripper.
Normal.
Eddie may be the only one who can help her.
You gotta do better than that, Ace.
Monitoring Talon 1.
Burton's
Circus
hospital is
Maximus.
full of sick people.
Blood pressure 120/70.
Eddie can't cure everybody.
Right.
Pulse 58. Respiration.
What's with the shadow?
Like him? He's
No.
a movement model for a sea-space doppelganger I'm developing. If it all works out, it'll give me true multitasking capability. This is just practice, of course. The real thing will be in cyberspace.
Respiration normal.
Excuse me. Sensors itch.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus.
Okay.
Blood pressure 120/70.
You're really beginning to be a pain in the ass.
Pulse 58.
You're really beginning to be a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus.
Can I go in your room?
Blood pressure 120/70.
Locked. Damn.
Pulse
How am I
58.
supposed to open this?
Respiration normal.
Can I kill him?
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus.
I mean,
Blood pressure.
can I ask him for the key?
Pulse
There's no food in the house? I want something to snack on, but I don't have many snacks, man. Feel like I need a feast, brother.
Monitoring Helen 1, Circus Maximus.
Nothing's open. I could go somewhere, but it's like,
20/7.
oh, nice, man.
Pulse 58.
See you in the obituaries, brother.
Respiration normal.
I could go to like a donut place, but that's so unhealthy.
The Times is breathing down our back on this story.
There's some peanuts
Get
in
to
the
work.
living room, but they ain't mine, man. I could buy some replacements for them. They look good, man. I could use some nuts. There might be a new VR place to check out now that we've talked about this guy. Time I alt tab back in, like freaks out. Weird. Back in cyberspace.
Virtual dynamics.
Exit cyberspace.
Oh, it doesn't stop on him if you've already been there.
Falconetti Circus.
Oh. Okay. I have to have a word for it. I can talk to the guy at the bar.
Wofford Well.
Is there nothing else to see here?
This is really strange. Books, pictures, and references to Victorian England. The old man must have been constructing a virtual Victorian environment at the time of his murder. But why?
What else is here?
Apparently, the Woffords did most of their notional modeling in this well. The virtual tools of the trade were apparent. But what caught my eye was the scale model of a virtual city that was stored here. A scale model for what looks like a Victorian city.
Okay.
Virtual library.
Are we gonna go to all these at some point?
Virtual Herald.
Hope not.
Exit cyberspace.
I know there's just one Ford Falconetti.
Watch yourself with Falconetti.
Watch yourself with Falconetti, kid. If you could just fucking skip the movement, man.
Still digging for dirt on your...
Did I know Falconetti's password? I mean, it lets me get in there now.
He's...
Like in a game where you just will open up random flags arbitrarily with no true like cause. To have you walk this slowly to go test every single one of them is just fucking unreal, dude. Look at this shit.
Look, Quinn.
Why can I not go around this way? The fuck? Go around the long way because they didn't fucking record a video of me going the short way.
I'm usually real cooperative.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Well, I could talk to everybody here. It does have to do with them. So. Hello, Maxie lady. Goodbye. Yes, yes. Go in. It's fine. Imagine these as loading times, man. Get you like a 10 to 30 second load every time you do a single click. That's where we're at. Paul Giamatti, help me.
Do you think Catherine's notes on the Ripper will help restore her memory?
Those would be ideal. Except what you show me seems to be scrambled. And Dr. Burton still hasn't allowed anyone to deck into the patient's mind.
Right.
Your friend's in stable condition, Quinlan, but she's...
strategically out of view there, Paul. I didn't want to pay him for that. Well, that was educational.
Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus.
You're really beginning to be a pain in the ass.
120/70. Pulse 58.
Where do I get his thing? Yeah, every time you just, and you're not even, like, you already have to wait that long, but then you'd have to change the discs out just to, like, go waste your time somewhere. Holy fuck. That'd be unreal.
Respiration normal. Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal. Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal. Monitoring Talon 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure.
Maybe the online one is Salisbury, man? I don't know. The Falconetti one? Not sure. Takes us an hour to get in and find out, though.
Exit cyberspace. Falconetti Circus.
Like how you can't check your notes either. Oh, it's 1R. Maybe I didn't finish something up here. Because it just let me see this again for some reason.
This is really strange. Books, pictures, and references to Victorian England. The old man must have been constructing a virtual Victorian environment at the time of his murder.
For Jack the Ripper?
A scale model for what looks like a Victorian city. Apparently, the Waffords did most of their notional modeling in this well. The virtual tools of the trade were apparent, but what caught my eye was the scale model of a virtual city that was stored here. A scale model for what looks like a Victorian city. Apparently, the Waffords did most of their notional modeling in this well.
Okay. You'd think that Wofford guy would be like, hey, wow. You did it. Well, I guess we could check the
Exit
librarian.
cyberspace. Virtual Herald. Virtual library.
I could use some help here. You're a human presence, I assume.
All I can do for you is recommend something to read, Quinlan. How about Marchok's The Division?
I supposed to know the code, man? I wouldn't be surprised if this game gave it to you and you had to like remember what they said. It's not written anywhere.
Salisbury. I wonder what that means.
I could call someone. Where do we even go? We went to his apartment, but...
Monitoring Helen 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70. Pulse 58. Respiration normal. Monitoring Helen 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure.
Circus Maximus? Is that what it said?
Pulse 58. Respiration normal. Monitoring Helen 1, Circus Maximus. Blood pressure 120/70.
I mean, I could try Circus Maximus.
58.
Sounds stupid as fuck. I mean, he does have a circus thing on his online deal.
Exit cyberspace. Falconetti Circus.
Looking for Falconetti? Well, I think you got him.
It's this guy. I like this
What is
guy.
going on here?
It's a 40 gigabyte virtual environment.
40
Made it
gig.
myself. Pretty impressive, huh? Think of it like a game room, and you're my favorite toy. You're called the Answer Doll, and the idea is I throw a knife, and you answer a question. Who the fuck sent you? Ah, shit!
I'm a reporter. What's it to you?
Shit! Wrong answer. Now I gotta kill you. You think I want everybody to know where I am?
What are you so afraid of, Eddie?
Death. It's a pretty good thing to be scared of, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing to be afraid of.
I have a friend in trouble.
Are these just optional
She needs help.
dialogue?
I love showing up, Claire. First, you gotta show me what you're worth in cyberspace. I'm gonna work with you. I can see if you can handle yourself.
What are you talking about?
You shoot a bad guy, you get a point. You shoot a good guy, you lose. I had high score. You beat it and we'll talk.
Okay, I shoot good.
I can barely see any of this shit. What's a bad guy and what's a good guy? So loud. I can barely see what is what. I guess like things with red eyes. Trying to get a read on what they are and then they disappear. It's so loud, man. Jesus. I can barely see what the fuck anything is either. It's so blurry. Like the same models, but some have red eyes, and that's like it.
Nice shooting, cowboy. Reckon you can fly with the Falcon after all. How's about you and me back at the Hacienda?
Now you wouldn't be lying to me now, would you, Eddie? Because I've been to your house, and you weren't there.
Well, just because you can't see me doesn't mean I'm not there. Talk to Twig. He'll be expecting you.
God, that white noise, is that really necessary? Super loud, super annoying. I barely even see what the hell's going on. That might just be just the fucking, because I'm not playing on some ancient monitor. I don't know, but horrible. At least I was able to shoot a good guy and it didn't actually fuck me for it.
Monitoring Helen 1, Circus Max.
Play straight with me, Twig. I'm all played out. I want to see your boss in the flesh.
Relax.
Pulse 58.
He wired me on the Ethernet. He's on the other side of the door behind me. Once I open it, though, you're on your own.
Helen 1, Circus Maximus.
You wired me on the Ethernet.
20 over 17.
The Ethernet.
Pulse
High tech.
58. Respiration normal.
I'm wiring you guys on the Ethernet right now. Jesus! What the? Also, can we turn down the sound effect? Save the game 3 times. There's another one, man.
Christ! I feel like a fucking corpse. For you, I had to come up for air. Hey, Twig, you lazy piece of shit! What kind of cheap-ass nootropics you feed me? You barely keep up with the data transfer in there. Wonder I lost that fucking contest. All right, hotshot. What do you want?
This seems, is this VR because you're like hanging so you can just do things? Yeah. I guess.
There's this detective named Magnata working the case. Won't tell me much.
You say Magnata? Christ. He's worse than fucking criminals.
Sounds like you know him.
Know him. I know him. I know I'd like to blow his fucking brains out.
Well. How did an outlaw like you hook up with a respected doctor like Burton?
Mean she didn't tell you? Baby has the hots for me. Has for years.
Does she?
I do like this guy's actor. He's been in a lot of shit. Plays a crazy guy usually. We just watched him. He was in The Warriors and Commando and all that shit.
What's your take on the Ripper, Eddie?
Holy shit, I just realized you're the one he writes to. He's the only reason to read the rags. Fucking guy's incredible. He gets in there, paints a room in blood like Jackson Pollock on crack, and gets out without a trace. And that's buzzing about this psycho.
You sound like his #1 fan.
I can't get the guy out of my head. His stealth, his tools. I've been collecting knives for 30 years. I don't have a clue what kind of blade he's using.
My friend and partner was attacked by the Ripper.
If you're going through all this for a woman, I assume you're doing her. Do crazy shit for love, don't we?
Yeah, I'm beginning to think so. What's with all these knives?
Well, for one, I'd say they're sharp.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, I see. I collect knives, and there's a serial killer loose. Knives equal killer, right? Gee, I heard you reporter types were smart, but heck, you're way over my head here.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, Eddie, why don't you help me out with Catherine?
Why should I risk my ass for you?
You could get in on the Ripper case.
I'm interested in the Ripper, not your girlfriend.
You can save a Ripper victim. I mean, think of the publicity.
What do I want with publicity? I'm a fucking outlaw.
You could piss off your old enemy, Magnata.
Here's the deal. I've been in cyberspace for 80 hours. I gotta collect from 2 bookies, eat a big steak, and dying for some real food, and sweat these cheap-ass nootropics out of my system. It'll take a couple hours. I'll meet you at the ICU later. Then we'll see what a genius can do about your babe.
Great. I'll see you there.
See you there. Act 2. Disgusting.
I was beginning to think I was in a bad mystery novel where everyone did it.
Fucking segue.
It was also beginning to look like I didn't know Catherine as well as I thought I did. The private sources, the research she'd been up to, and the secret meeting with the Ripper. And she never told me a thing.
Well, we're on Act 2. Hopefully out of 2. Would they even bother having acts if there's only 2? I doubt it. Hopefully the puzzles are less fucked in this round. Yeah. And this route, yeah, this act. Sorry, route. Brain's mush from too much of this shit. Randomized. Oh no. I mean, maybe there's at least like a common way to solve them. No, we're gonna finish. It might be worth it. Might be funny. Well, I might have to go grab a couple bites to eat here in a few minutes. We'll see. I need a break on this one, dude. This one fucks. I just won't fucking put it on the poll, man. We'll see. Just don't put the games that aren't so big on the poll. Maybe we just won't poll. I mean, I'll be more willing to use answers on this in the future. I think is the thing. When does this place open up? We just have a lot to get to after So Big, so I don't know if I actually do want to do any extensions. We got a pretty clean list of games, so. Place opens up at 5:30. I want to go there. Opens up at 6. I don't know if I want to get like donuts though.
I said no,
Get
Joey.
a break.
No, Joey, no.
I don't want you here. I don't want you in this hospital.
You gotta let me do my thing. I can find out what happened to this babe. Besides, you always call me in on these. You don't this time. It's gonna look bad.
No kidding. You think it's an accident that Magnata brought her here?
Fuck Magnata. Should have clipped his wings years ago. He's gonna try to pin this whole fucking thing on me.
Or me, which is why we do it my way, and I say no.
No what?
Yo, Quinlan, tell Dr. Burton here to let me save your friend.
Save my friend.
What's Falconetti talking about?
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting him do the procedure.
How long have you all known each other?
Look, Quinlan, it's personal. It has nothing to do with Pal's case, believe me.
You knew Magnata years ago.
He was a very different man then. He used to be a scumbag. Now, he's a scumbag with a badge.
Why would he try to pin the murders on you?
You gotta pin it on somebody to make a buck. I guess he thinks I'm an easy target.
Maybe he's right, man.
What thing are you talking about, Eddie?
Decking into this chick's consciousness. I can access her brain just like I can a computer.
Well, what good is that? She's in a coma.
She's not brain dead. Her essence, her personality, whatever, it's all still in there. I mean, if I could just get at it, there's a chance I could even rebuild her memory.
It's not that simple. For one thing, you don't know for a fact how much of her essence she's retained. For another, you have psychological ice to deal with. You'd be fighting her mind. The strain could kill her.
Is your method dangerous?
What, are you kidding? Of course it's dangerous. We're not talking about accounting databases here. Decking into an organism's a lot harder than linking into a machine. You can't be overriding shit. You gotta watch where you're digging around. Emotions, memories, potentially very damaging. It's worth the risk, though.
Well, how do you figure?
I can rebuild her memory. I can make that image so real, you'll think it's breathing. You'll be able to stare the killer right in the eye.
Well, that would save Catherine and anybody else the Ripper had on his list. I mean, what's the real reason for preventing Falconetti from doing this, Burton?
Do I detect a little magnata in the reporter's line of questioning? Do any damn thing you want. I'm going to the gym.
The gym.
Starting to look a little flanky there, Claire. Tighten up those buns, baby. You ready?
What do you mean? We're gonna deck to Catherine's brain now?
Damn straight. You can really get to know your girlfriend now. Here's the deal. With both of us being in there, it's gonna take everything I've got to maintain the link between us, to isolate a pathway to whatever's left of her consciousness. If her brain starts throwing ice at us, you're gonna have to fight it. Think you can handle it?
I think I can.
Alright. This little boogie he's doing, man. Well, they sure made him look fucking sickly in this, man. If he's been awake for 80 hours, man.
Come on, Quinlan, we gonna do this or not? Use your decking unit on the computer. We can help your girlfriend.
Oh, is that behind me? Jesus. Christ, it's fucking horrid. What the fuck, man? We can't just have them moving around at the speed of sound. They're just like fucking making all these fucking... It's really hard to control the mouse in this too. I'm in a small window and it's
Keep that ice off me. Getting a fix on your girlfriend. It's definitely something.
They're fucking just moving everywhere, man.
Shoot that ice, Quinlan.
Dude, this is fucked. This could actually be controlled well with the mouse, would be one thing.
Keep that ice off me. Get a fix on your girlfriend. It's definitely something. Shoot that ice, Quinlan! Keep looking for that ice, Quinlan. Busy.
Nice.
I got us fixed in the pathway. Now let me get a piece of this action.
Man, he's good. Yeah, he's loud.
Now here's what you gotta do.
Okay.
Burton and Cable have been feeding her as much of her personal background as they can. You need to bring her up to speed on what she knew when she was attacked. Use the information about the Ripper you think she may have known. That'll help her rebuild her memory. Right now, she's not even verbal. The more information she gets from you and Burton, the more she'll remember, the more she'll be able to tell us.
She looks so real.
That's because everything you're seeing right now is streaming directly from her brain, unmediated by any software. That's her as her own mind's eye conceives herself. Be prepared.
Jesus
When you get close
Christ.
to her, you're gonna change. You'll look just as real.
Yeah, he's looking real. Okay. Where the fuck am I clicking, bro? Yeah, I mean... Can I even, like, see my shit? Hello? What the? Oh. I have to press escape and then just walk out and give her shit. So much for all that, huh? Guess we did it.
Come on, Quinlan, we gonna do this or not? Use your decking.
What, is he just gonna sit here? Are we supposed to give her shit? From Burton or something? Do we just like leave him here and then go run around town? Okay. I guess we need to leave and go fuck around. Disc 4.
You here to join up? Not a moment too soon from the looks of you. Interested in weights, aerobics, racket sports. Personal tip. Start slow.
Thanks. What do you know about that woman over there, Claire Burton?
Dr. Burton? She's been running 10 miles every other day for years. Real serious. In and out. No chit-chat. Runs the Victorian London course on the treadmill.
The Victoria London course. It runs a Victorian London course on the trip. They just try to make like everybody look fucking suspicious for shits, man. Then what do they randomize who's actually the killer? So there's other scenarios where it's different people, so they must all be really easy to swap out. So everybody's probably got a bunch of fucking the same amount of fucking heat on them.
Do you keep records of all your members here?
Not really. The terminal on the counter has some information if you're interested. Are you interested?
Maybe.
You should check out the club shop. Or do you plan on working out in that overcoat?
Not working out at all. Her address. Okay. Jackie's Fudge Incorporated. Cool music, bro.
Do you run, Quinlan?
Only for a story.
You're making me nervous standing there in that coat. What do you want?
He just stops up and just stands there.
So, you used to be married to Eddie. I mean, somehow I can't picture you two together.
Took you long enough, Quinlan. Biggest mistake of my life.
How long did it take to figure that out?
About 5 minutes. 6 months for the lawyers. 15 years to forget.
Why are you obstructing Powell's treatment?
I'm not. I know what I'm doing. Eddie may be a genius, but he's crazy. If your girlfriend dies because of him, it'll be my fault.
What's up with you and Magnata?
He brings me patients, throws his weight around the hospital until I throw him out. That's our relationship.
Well, I hear there's more to it than that.
He's a man with a grudge.
A grudge against who?
Who do you think?
I don't know, man, I guess. I mean...
Didn't it occur to you that I stormed out of the ICU for a reason? I don't want to talk to you, Quinlan.
No. You do want to talk to me. Because you just did. Gotcha. Oh, God. Well, guess that was it for the gym. Can't imagine what else we would need here. Find Catherine's apartment for us? Fuck. Who's in the newsroom? Should probably talk to Magneto.
Quinlan, I hope you have a story ready to roll.
Do you have any background on Falconetti and Burton?
I don't know everybody in this city.
I thought you did.
Hmm.
Ben, you ever hear of Gambit Nelson?
Yeah, that was another one I gave her. Don't you guys ever share sources?
Why do you think someone would want to kill Wofford?
What do you care? The Ripper story is not enough for you?
Thanks.
You don't look so good, Quinlan. Don't go tearing yourself up over Catherine. She's in good hands.
He's in my hands, brother. Don't tell him that. Smoke up there. Or soap smoke. Excuse me, soap. Stuffed dog.
Hey, Quinlan, I hope everything's all right with Catherine. Got those reporters' instincts working, huh, Quinlan? Hot on the trail. Got those reporters.
Why the fuck does he even have an option to be here? Maybe later we can be here. Oh, there was a new place available.
What do you got? A cot in the back there, Quinlan? Here's my stuff. I'm going into interrogation, Brannon. You know, little police work. How's the coffee, Sarge? Nice and hot.
Guys got balls so big they collect the gum on the floor. They do, they drag. Soho Precinct, Sergeant Brannon speaking. What's your problem? Chekhov, I'm talking to you. Right. Don't call him anymore.
Nobody likes walking, dude. Fucking Walken's delivery is so fucked in this one. Like, clearly he's supposed to have quite a bit of personality, but it's so fucked.
Any new developments, Lou?
Sure, but nothing's getting us closer to the Ripper.
Like what?
Like earlier today, Magnata pulled 2 cops who have been on the Ripper case since the beginning, replaced them with new guys. Now that's bound to set the investigation back.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I say. I know. Tell me about it.
They're trying to make everybody look like the Ripper. That's probably because it's all compartmentalized. Who can actually be the Ripper? They just probably take out a few clues and then put in like a different person or some shit. Should suck.
What's the buzz in the precinct on Falconetti?
Word is that outlaw's mixed up in this somehow. Magnata's pulled a hard
Then you'll never
copies
pull
on
actual
all of
ideas
Falconetti's
out.
records, and he's had passwords put on computer files. There must be something there he's looking for.
Or maybe something he's trying to hide. Lou, what do you know about the Hamilton Wofford murder?
I haven't followed the case. I don't know much about the guy except that he did some work for the precinct some years ago.
What kind of work?
Magnata hired him I don't know, 5, 6 years back to build a virtual target range for the cadet cyberspace training.
So Magnata knew him.
Yeah, that's probably why he took the case on, even though he's got his hands full with the Ripper.
Oh, man. What if he was the Ripper, dude?
Not now, Quinlan. It's not a good time.
Maybe he's just obsessed. He has to be the one. Who cares? Just get me there, man. Magnata. Nothing new on his desk. Can I even check that out at this time? Alright. What's down here? The restricted area.
I'm not a fucking dealer, man. Those were legal dosages for my personal use. I'm holding down like 4 jobs at once, man. I need the fucking mental clarity, okay?
See how much clarity you have when I'm done with you. Those senior citizens you sold that Lucid Drill B to had severe arterial hypertension. 5 of them popped blood vessels in their heads. Now talk, fuckhead. What are you looking at?
Enough, okay? I sold those fossils some Lucid B. Not my fault they had blowouts. I mean, what are you making a big deal out of this for? It's not like they weren't ready for the big sleep.
It's touching to see you feel so deeply. They say underneath the skin of every junkie runs the blood of a poet. I wouldn't know. I'm just a cop who loves his job. No performance now, Mother. I'm in rehearsal.
Doesn't give a fuck, man. There's nothing else to check, man. Beating up some fox, I suppose. You can just walk through the police station wherever the fuck you want, man. Just help yourself, I guess, man, right?
Files are locked. Looks like I need some kind of ID card to open them.
ID card. Whose can we get? Guess that's all that's in here, despite all this other shit. What if Magnata's fucking ID was on his desk all of a sudden? Can I not go to the evidence place anymore? Bull. I'm surprised if that's useful later. Ask him to just let us in. It's a restricted area, so I doubt it.
Not now, Quinlan. It's not a good time.
Oh, he didn't notice me taking it? Okay. Thanks, bro. Well, at least there wasn't a big puzzle to that. Not yet, anyways. Maybe I took it when he wasn't looking? It's hard to tell with the animation. It loops so fast. I'd be surprised if they just let you take it.
Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading.
Okay. Something I actually want to pick out here? I think they let me scan it. If you press escape at any time in the cutscene, it'll pop out immediately after the cutscene. It buffers it instead of just skipping it.
Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading.
Guess we could go to his house. Or not.
So this is what you're gonna do? Beat the shit out of me? You like beating up girls?
You know, girl, sweetheart.
If you were a real man, that'd be a compliment.
Ooh, cut me. Let me tell you something. I'll be the worst customer you ever had.
Fuck you.
You think I got time to be polite? I could break every bone in your body.
What do you want?
What do I want?
What do you want? Never been roughed up like this before.
Yeah? No. Count your blessings. Ooh, here comes a blessing now.
Just gonna watch him do it. That guy just doesn't care that anybody's watching him, dude. You can just keep going in. Is he in his office now? Jeez, the animations, man. My guy about just stopped cold. Try going online. time is it too? Want to go out and get something? Maybe. I'll wait till Walmart's open. We'll see.
Exit cyberspace.
I was taking a break right now, man. I don't know how much longer I'd go when I got back. It wouldn't be a long break anyway, so.
Virtual Herald. Exit cyberspace.
If you could scroll. Oh, let's go to the morgue. God, the movement, man. You're going to the right, but you have to point forward. I guess so that you could spin around, but it's a little jank looking.
Excuse me.
Hey! What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. This place is off limits to unauthorized personnel.
I'm Jake Quinlan from the Virtual Herald. Who are you?
I'm Bob Epples, the new pathologist, and I'm not to speak with you, Mr. Quinlan.
Well, what are you talking about? Where's Farley?
Mr. Farley is no longer employed here. He was let go.
He was fired. Why was Farley fired?
I didn't ask, but I got the feeling that Mr. Farley liked to talk a little too much, and I don't plan on making the same mistake. So please leave, Mr. Quinlan, before someone sees me talking with you.
Where is Farley?
I have no idea where Mr. Farley is. But from what I've heard about him, I suggest you look for him in a restaurant. One that specializes in fatty cuisine. Do-do-do.
Is he fat?
My boss finds out you're back, I'll be fired. Now get out!
Well, I guess we better go find Farley. Does she know?
Metacog, hold on. Hey, Jake. Saw your story on the last murder. Look, you know I was just kidding about your squeeze croaking and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, man, it must have been awful. And I'll tell you something else. Magnato's been looking for you. I mean, I figured you should know, because he is not the kind of guy I would want looking for me. He isn't even the kind of guy I'd want to look at me.
Is he here now?
He just left. Coast is clear.
Thanks, Viv. I appreciate it.
Not enough you don't. But you're welcome just the same.
Okay.
Hi, Quinlan. No word on your squeeze.
Thanks, lady. Trying to decide if I'm gonna take like a little break, go out. And I could use an actual break from this right now. Like at least we're moving now a bit, but I don't know how much I'd do if I came back. And I'd still probably do a fair bit. Walmart opens in 15 minutes. I'll probably pick a few things up. You can walk around, a little break from this would be good. Those puzzles and just the slow movement. General just kind of just shoddy murder mystery. Definitely take the life out of you a bit. But there's definitely some funny FMV stuff here, but it's in between some seriously, I mean, molasses, slow, shitty sections. The actual look of the world is like kind of interesting too. The kind of, in a way, this kind of like kind of bizarro cyberpunk thing going on.
Locked. Damn. How am I supposed to open this?
Who's in here? Can we get her card? Some of the parts are just mind-numbingly boring. There's times I was so bored I was falling asleep or I couldn't even speak correctly. It's just like way too slow. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, you're watching these even once is too slow. They really should have let you skip them. Like I said, there's games that came out before this that did that. Pretty sure in Myst you could skip everything. And so something with, I mean, if you're just going through an area once and it's just narrative, not a problem. But if you're going to go back and forth through puzzles and there's just flags everywhere arbitrarily thrown around, that means you're going to have to trial and error back through lots of places. Which means you're not easily going to nail where you want to go right away. It's more about being exhaustive, which means you're going to have to take every single slow turn. Every single everything, just super slow. I mean, the story's not much farther along, we're just making game progress.
Come on, Quinlan, we're gonna do this.
Falconetti and Claire Burton were married 15 years ago. Your notebook tipped me off. Do you remember?
just come in and tell her random shit. And then peace out? Fucking odd, man. While fucking Eddie's just sitting there. Oh, can we put stuff in here? Isn't Giamatti supposed to be helping us on this? Nothing really happening in our apartment. Looking for any areas or something? Nothing new. You can go all the way in the back over here, but why?
Hey, Quinlan.
If you've just come to gawk, I'm gonna have to give you the boot.
Afraid not.
Why was Farley fired?
Farley was fired?
You didn't know?
No. I didn't. I like Farley. He was a good pathologist.
Well, don't you find it mildly interesting that they'd fire him in the middle of the most celebrated murder investigation the city's ever known?
It doesn't make things any easier. I wish you'd ask all of your questions at once, Quinlan. I'm trying to get a workout in.
Sorry, but I don't have all of them at once. What would Soap even have? Why is he even on the list?
Got those reporters' instincts working.
I can imagine it's more Magnata shit, man. When we have his fucking, like, Address and everything, man.
Not now, Quinlan. It's not a good time.
Oh, this shit sucks, man. I mean, it's somehow it's good sometimes. But I think if you want the optimal, so big experience on it, you pretty much attach yourself to a guide. It is just arbitrary flags left and right. It's just sometimes you have a million options. Sometimes you have very little options, and you're checking over the same thing, doing one little touch at a time. It takes too long to get to.
Vince Magnotta's personnel file. Could make for interesting reading.
Let's go back down to the morgue. Maybe that guy can tell us about Farley some more. About sick. I'm going to take probably a little break. I think I'll even turn the stream off for it. Just to kind of take my time, go grab a few groceries, maybe some drinks for tomorrow. Come back. And we'll do a little bit more today. Sended hack writing. Not funny, huh? Good that they're short. Were those 3DS or 2DS? I don't remember.
My boss finds out you're back.
2DS are normal deals. .3DS eShop, that's right. Okay. I'm lazy. Like Bustafellas kinda. Or just there's like a gimmick. Yeah, I would leave the stream on, but I don't want any kind of ticking clock, man. Just wanna take my time on the way back. And like I said, we'll play for a bit more, so we'll go a little later today. But I'd really like to get off quite a bit. What? All of a sudden now I can do shit here. What the fuck? Ah, jeez. What am I even doing? Here we go again. What am I even doing? Like random, man. What the fuck is happening? All west. I need all the lights to flash on. I don't even know what's happening. All I'm getting is feedback from the green down here. It's like randomized. Well, I mean, you can only click 6 times. But what do you want to do in those 6? I don't know. There's something else in her place? I need to let myself fucking take a break. This says 29. There's like a dude's fucking face. Like, was 29 do anything for me? There's XLI. Jay Dorset. $41 XLI. Doesn't help me much. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. There's a good chance I'll come back, but I need to walk away for a little bit from this. My sanity. So I'm gonna go hit the store, grab a few things, some snacks, and then probably come back and grind out some more of this. So far, it's had some funny bits, but it's not super high on the totem pole of so big, that's for sure. But they all can't be. Interesting, and we'll see. They could have some pretty spicy finishers, but yeah, the gameplay between the segues, the walking around, the fucking really arbitrary flags, the arcane puzzles, like it's all the worst shit. The only thing we haven't had is pixel hunts, but you do have these kind of like silly points where you have to stand to be able to walk somewhere, so you have to be very exhaustive with those as well. So those might as well be picked up. We haven't had a true point where we got fucked because of that. So, but a lot of flags where you have to go talk to people, talk to something, and it'll start something else, and it'll start something else, and all of that's probably not necessary. And it wouldn't be a problem if you could skip the movement. If you could just skip the movement. I mean, as a so big game, it would be miles better because it would skip a lot of the bullshit. But you get this super punishment every time you want to go test something. Anyways, probably be back. If not, we'll do this tomorrow. It'll probably be an all tomorrow game. I'd plan on it being a 2-dayer anyways, but we will see. Anyways, guys, catch you in a few.